Welcome back, everyone. I'm Shinigami Tabris, also known as Boomer, and tonight we are playing Dungeons and Dragons.
D&D?
We do this for the fun of it. We have no sponsors, nothing like that. So whatever you send us, that's what we do. If you're watching this live, we do these live on Thursdays. They come out on Saturdays on YouTube. So if you miss anything, you fall asleep or whatnot, you can catch the rest of it on YouTube. And without further ado, what happened last week?
I died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of walking, some combat, a death, more death.
Lots of roleplay with death.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
Fritz is fine.
reviving.
Yes.
Fritz is fine.
You sent Onion to hell.
Oh yeah.
So the greatest revelation that I had when we left the game, the two characters that haven't died yet have been to hell. The other two, we don't know what the fuck y'all saw.
Well, considering that they probably weren't dead for that long.
I also managed to uninvisible
6 seconds
myself.
was all we got.
Alright.
Okay, but you also have to go through the whole process of the feud plan and everything, so chances are they didn't see much.
Now they get to go see, like, the divine realms. They get to go see heaven. Dicks.
I am on death's door again.
With exhaustion.
Yeah,
and
with
we
lots
have
of
not
exhaustion.
Rested yet.
We
Nope.
have not rested yet, but Basil was setting up camp,
Yes.
and he had attempted to harvest some poison from the ants that decided to just murder to death Psycho.
Unalive me.
Very much.
Wait,
They
attempted to?
I think I may have also
They
named it
unalived
Psycho's
me.
sheet. Nope, that's it.
I'm sure you don't have the second sheet in there.
I forgot that this was a thing.
Anyways,
Yes.
so you're gonna set up camp and camp where you are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
It is midday. So you got a long way.
That's fine. There's some much needed rest for Psycho. There was an ordeal.
Short rest. I will do or not short rest. Bonus action. I'll do a second wind. Ten more HP. And then I will do a 60-foot away from perimeter, just kind of keeping an eye out and making sure nothing's coming out the place.
Okay. As you are all sitting and waiting, Lowbuckle pulls out a book, and is going through it. And he looks up and he goes, who has that contract?
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm in the process of harvesting from ants.
He shuts the book, puts it away, and he starts to like walk out to where you're at.
Oh yeah.
And he goes, and he just starts like walking with you, and so, you have a contract with Fritz.
That'll do.
Can I see it?
If you could tell me how I'm supposed to pull it out, do I just think about it or something?
Sort of.
Okay. I'll attempt to do that. And do like what she did.
Okay. As you're thinking about the contract, you reach up and grab. It hurts to begin with, but it does slowly pull out of your head.
You gonna read the fine legalese on this?
She always puts it in there.
What's what?
A lot of.
Oh, yes.
Have you not read it?
Well, until today, I didn't know I could even. I thought the contract was with her, so I haven't gotten a chance to.
She has a copy.
Right. She didn't tell me I had.
This some sort of
You don't. Yeah. I'm curious how much you're screwed.
I just want to know what happens if Edane dies before completion of the debt.
That's true.
Just want to know.
But it instantly bamfs to her, and she's like, no.
You get resurrected as a goblin in her mansion for 1 copper a day.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the camp and read this.
Okay. Don't lose it.
Can't.
Good to know. I get another copy.
What else can we pull?
And you guys see Lobach come walking back with, and as it's outside of her realm of magic, you do see the fact that this is a weird scroll that looks sort of purplish. And he sits down and unfolds it, and it is like sort of transparent looking paper that he's holding.
It's an Elder Scroll.
And he's just sitting there like reading for a while.
I think I'll make like 2 or 3 more passes and then come back in and see how far he's gotten.
Okay. What were you trying to ask?
I forgot.
Oh,
Something in code thoughts, I think.
Did you get to roll for your answer?
I rolled at the end of last session, but we
Okay.
cut
you have a
18 and a
18
20
and
for
a 20.
each.
That's right. And what were you trying to aim for again?
Just getting the poison out. I don't need any stats on them because they're going to low buckle because they're his vials.
No, I gotta see if you can
Oh, okay.
harvest.
I mean, it may not say one way or the other.
Oh no. Koval was amazing at writing all of that. Including, but not limited to, the creation of magical items.
Neat.
And extra leisurely downtimes and stuff like that. You just put that with an ant stinger, just milking it into the vial, just. At least I set up the camp for you.
Yeah.
Dick.
I'm
Got
gonna
it on me.
eat up and drink and then go to sleep.
That would probably be beneficial. Cypher right now. Sweet. Too bad. I like how this entire party is like 50-50 splits now. There's the vegans and then the omnivores. The Hell Riders. We don't know that you're a vampire and that you drink blood.
But I do eat.
I don't even know
I
if you
have
drink
eaten
blood.
meat.
People meat.
No, but Onion has eaten meat at this point.
So
Rare meat, but meat.
Okay. I was under the impression that
Specifically requested rare meat.
This.
Yes.
Yeah, D8.
Were you doing short rest?
Yeah. Are we doing a short rest or a long? What is going on?
You can't
It'll
do
still take a while to do.
You can't get a
until we
long
get to
rest
the
right now, so you can do a short rest if you want.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Not really much to look for as far as like foraging in a place like this, so I don't really see much that I need to do aside from resting.
Once Basil finishes the ball, he's just gonna wave at you with an ant leg. Basil lost his fucking mind. So he's just waving at you with the ant's leg. It's like the scene in It when Pennywise is across the road and he just waves at the car with the dead kid's hand.
I've never seen it.
It's in the original.
Oh,
Yeah, it's in part 2. because the entire gang is driving back into town. It's been 27 years, and he's sitting with the open graves, and one's filled, and he's there, blood on
What?
up, and just waves it on.
Okay, 20 and 18.
Yes.
Due to the fact you've waited, harvesting needs to be done instantly.
Fairly soon after.
Yeah. The DCs all went up.
Mhm.
You were not able to obtain.
Alas.
I look better.
Well, priority numero uno was getting Psycho back.
Yep.
And it's like, cool, have fun with the conversations. I'm going to go set up camp so Psycho can go pass the fuck out after this.
Mm-hmm.
So, you are all just spending your time.
Very much.
Give me a D12.
Happy.
What'd you do to us?
11.
Did we
It's
get a
not a
short rest
12.
before that?
Yeah, you're able to get a short rest.
They're all coming back for the body of the Queen. And you can only move half
That's
the
the
beat.
case.
Mm-hmm. And everything is halved. And a disadvantage.
It's your movements. You have 2 levels, right? 3.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I currently have disadvantage on ability checks, speed halved, and disadvantage on attack rolls, saving throws.
Hot.
Do you remember Schultz and those exhaustions that we had? That was awful.
You remember Chult where we almost died just because of exhaustion?
Okay. From a distance, you see it well before it gets to your camp. Coming out of the ground is a
Cute little gerbil.
large,
Large picture.
Miniature giant in space.
it's almost sand in color, but as it's moving, you see what looks like bones that are wrapped on the top of its body, and it looks like a giant lizard.
Cool. Cool.
A
Damn it.
How much time do we have to prepare for this?
not much.
Well, as
You
I
still have your
said,
mage armor up.
I did sit.
Oh yeah, I do.
Once I was done.
It hasn't been
Oh,
hours.
No, wait, no, I didn't. I didn't put
Cool.
mage armor up.
Hey, look. Look at that.
Can I go ahead and say fuck that?
I don't think.
Just no?
Did I use mage armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you used it last.
No. Okay.
Because you backed up and used mage armor.
That's
and
right.
that's when
it
the
was
other
dur-
one
It was
came
during
up.
the boss fight that I didn't. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Or was it the amp encounter before? One of the two.
It was in the boss.
No, I used mage armor during the boss. It was the amp encounter before that one that I didn't.
Because I know you did it last session.
Okay. So I've still got it.
So seeing that coming, I will blow the horn.
Okay.
Again, I was trying to stay out and watching.
Okay. How far away from the camp were you?
I would say it was.
Oh, yeah.
I said 60 feet. So about that far out. Versus.
Just been chilling.
Mm-hmm.
What is this large creature? I know for a fact I don't have a. So we'll just use another belay.
There's just
Walk in the tent.
So put this in the corner right next to page.
over here.
I killed one.
Oh, come on.
No, it's here.
We can see you guys, but we can't see the belay, but that's fine.
So that's
Yeah.
it's over here.
I need initiative rolls.
Yours is at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Angel unconscious.
Shit.
Shit.
Yo. Wait, is that the same thing that I rolled? We're good at this.
Yeah.
25 to 20,
Oh, so we're also the same. That's
15 to 20, 10 to 15,
13.
13. Five to 10.
7.
Hey, that's what is that?
What's your
Jackpot on the slot?
19.
Yeah.
Adane, Basil, Psycho.
Mm-hmm.
As is.
Sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Lowbuckle.
Oh, yeah. Turn you invisible.
Invisible Lowbuckle.
Sweet dig rolls.
It's pretty dope.
Onion, you hear a horn sound.
I'm guessing that I look up and see this thing coming towards us in the distance.
Yep.
Yeah, and I already have my mage armor up from previously, because that lasts 8 hours, I do believe.
Mhm.
Do-do-do. What can I do? What can I do? I'm going to, let's see, take a few steps away from everyone.
Do I need to move Lowbuckle? He's
Uh,
right in front of, like, I've got him next to the tent because I can't put him inside the tent.
No, he's gonna stay there.
Okay.
Because he wasn't in the tent. He was sitting outside, like reading.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to summon my Shadow Blade. Alright, let's roll that.
Every time. Magic does not love us.
It's a 10 and lower, dude. It's a 50-50 shot.
So that's an 80.
Did you roll a new chart?
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
You got the same chart as you had last time.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, what did I get?
There's
Static.
no webs.
Let's see here. Who's all 10 feet from you? Anybody?
Mint.
That's the shit.
Jesus. All of their gold turns to lead.
Static electricity fills you for the next minute. Any creature within 10 feet of you, their hair stands on their ends, and any feather-like objects slowly cling to you.
See, you're just statically charged. Interesting.
I need to slow
I mean,
chicken noodle soup.
Mint's wings are somewhere between that of a bat and a butterfly, so I don't think that really counts.
No.
Mint has wings?
And
Oh,
mint
shit.
is not
I
an
don't know why I got
object.
mint onion.
Mint is a creature, not an object.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Objects, feather-like objects.
Okay.
It's within 10 feet, right?
Yes.
Do petals count as feather-like?
Yes.
So my clothes are just clinging to me tighter than
Yes.
usual. Interesting.
Don't you ever come anywhere near me.
Don't
Don't you fucking do it.
Mint is gonna fly over here to Adane and prepare to help him, should it be, reasonable.
I'll actually take it.
You can within 10 feet of me. That means all my arrows. The,
They're heavy with them.
And then, as my action, I'm going to hold my action to cast Mind Sliver on this thing, should it get within range of it. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 60 foot.
So I can't shoot.
Yes.
So the next question is, what does the wording say? Do you have to see it? Do you have to
Mind Sliver?
creature within sight?
You drive a disoriented spike psychic energy into the mind of one creature you can see within range.
Okay, so you have to see it.
it's about to burn.
Oh no, that was already the plan, was it, to burn?
Yep.
That's the reason I had to ask.
And it's up next.
And it is up next. And you see, and basically all you saw was you saw it pop up and hit down.
It's a sandworm.
I don't like this.
Sand lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anybody else getting Tremors vibes?
Yeah. How fast is it?
You don't know. Hey, Dane, you're up.
I will hold my action. Or if I see it, stab it.
Okay.
I can only do one attack.
Yep.
I did the extra.
Basil.
I'm going to move to in front of the door of the tent. And basically positioned where I can kind of see inside the tent and out. As long as it's not behind me. And notch an arrow and hold my action and take a shot.
I think
Okay.
it probably has trimmer sense, which means that it can see Lebaco.
Awesome.
Don't fucking move. Actually, if it does eat Lobaco, like it might just get filled with poisons and potions and then you're mixing a whole bunch of stuff.
Psycho, you're up.
I hear the horn. I'm assuming from
Yes.
my nap. I'll poke my head out and be like, "What's going on?"
Bone sand.
Huh?
Bone lizard.
Sand's
Oh.
got bones in it.
Okay. Mm,
So if you were napping, you have no armor.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm. I guess
No
I'm gonna. How long does it take to put armor on?
Depends on what armor you're using. But
I
if
use
it's leather, it's
leather.
gonna take a minute.
Yeah, light armor is a minute.
Yeah,
So
10
10
rounds.
rounds.
I guess I'm just not wearing armor.
Good thing you have. Well, at least you're a druid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They get long shit.
yeah, short
Short
rest.
rest. Yeah.
Unfortunately, my mage armor is restricted to myself only,
Mhm.
because armor of shadows.
That's what you do. Is you turn into a deer and
At half movement.
Yeah.
Low buckle. He's going to go around the tent
15.
and then come this way.
Straight towards you?
Yeah.
20, 25. 30.
That's it.
Okay. Now the town back, by the way.
You can. What?
Worked hard to add that whale. Here's the town. And
Onion.
So I did not cast a spell.
Nope. And you were holding it. So
just
spell
fizzles. Like,
fizzles.
it was a cantrip, so there's no spell slot wasted.
Yeah.
Just
If it was a first level, you lose that spell.
Always.
it sucks.
It's true.
Do I still need to roll for that? Since
Since then go off.
since I only like half casted it.
No.
Well then. I don't have that much room.
I don't want to use the second level spell for this.
Even Secret Plane requires me to see.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of like that's one of the downfalls to a lot of the spells is you have to see them.
Yeah, I have to see them.
Some creatures like this are
Well, I guess I'm just going to hold Mind Sliver again until
okay.
that thing is both insight and in range.
Okay.
Mint is going to continue to, prepare to help Edain.
You all feel the earth moving around you.
Oh, no, stop.
Dane, you're up.
Same action.
Okay.
Not moving, just holding.
Basil.
Cool. Well,
I will say, holding dagger. So if it's out of range, not in person, then I'm gonna throw. If it's in person, stab.
Okay.
since Psycho is now up, going to move back over here to kind of where Lowbuckle was standing.
Okay.
Or was sitting. I have so few of these. So I'm just going to hold the same action, ready to shoot.
Okay. Psycho, you're up.
I
Maybe it's just trying to...
get out of the tent and what should I do here? Okay, I'm gonna hold Thorn Whip. I don't have to see the creature, I just have to make a melee attack.
Okay.
As long as it comes in range.
Okay.
Max ground.
Lowbuckle is going to run at a diagonal this way. Yep. There we go. Onion, you're up.
Lowbuckle says, peace.
Pretty usual.
Maybe that requires sight.
He would help if we paid him.
We have to have money to do that.
Mm-hmm.
We're broke as fuck now. We have to start charging.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
If there's anything we've learned from Fritz.
So, in a technicality, we did charge more for Lowbuckle.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a discount on a pamphlet in the book.
Yeah.
Step a few more spaces away from the group
Okay.
and just continue to hold Mind Sliver. Mint will continue to flutter around at aim.
Okay. Its turn.
This is a 30-foot one.
Mm-hmm.
So right there.
Oh, matches.
Character weight.
Character weight.
Yep.
Do.
Like
Victoria, 180.
carried or a little bit?
Both.
Okay, so add those together then.
Yes.
367.
Four.
Okay.
185.
Nope.
Well,
108 plus.
do I also need to do the subtraction on setting up the camps and everything?
Yes.
108 plus 180.
That's 288.
Yeah.
288.
347.
So you're still the heaviest.
Onion is light.
Nice.
Should have put up hunting traps. I forgot that hunting traps weighed 25 pounds apiece, and I have 2 of them.
Ready for the fun toy?
Fuck!
I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Is this before or after the shot goes off?
This is right now.
Good, good.
Take it,
okay,
we'll take
okay.
it.
I'll take that for a 27.
Okay.
I'm only thrown 50 feet back.
It doesn't suck you into the.
These bone, what look like claws that are big enough to hold a human, come out of the ground and try to wrap themselves around you.
Can I have my levels in Druid already so I can get Misty Step?
Ready for this?
Sure.
That's its reaction.
To me just standing there?
Yeah.
To you being the heaviest.
Yo, you fat as fuck. Let me eat you.
No. It determined like who it's it
That's why it was shaking the ground, was it can feel how heavy your steps are when you're stabilizing.
yeah.
So now it popped out, yes?
Not completely.
But can I see it?
Can we
You
see?
can see those
Okay.
bone obtrusions. You can
I
attack
wasn't
them if
sure
you want.
how that would work because it was if we see it, that's when the attacks go off.
I mean, if you want to attack the bone obtrusions,
I'm hoping to see its head. But I think it just went, "Argh."
Would a mind altering spell really matter what part of it I see?
hold on. You can go for it if you want.
Now you know that fun part about like I cast Fireball on self.
I mean, why not? Mind
Okay.
Sliver.
Okay. Read the spell.
Target you can see.
You drive a disorienting spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw or take 1d6 psychic damage and subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of your next turn.
Okay.
With a 10 on a cantrip.
It's
Roll that
under me.
D100.
On a cantrip?
It's
Yep.
a 10. It's you get a above
Everything
a 10.
is 1
Oh,
through
it's
10.
above a 10. I mean, 8.
No, everything is 1 through 10.
Oh wait, no. On a
Yeah.
cantrip, it's 1.
Yeah, okay, I was
Well,
saying.
That's say.
We're in the waste.
No, on
That-
a
No,
cantrip,
no,
it's
no.
1.
Yeah, it's level 1 spells. It's 10.
Oh,
Intelligence.
My bad.
Okay, it fails.
Okay,
I'm a feeling.
so it takes.
Yeah, this would have been great because no, it's mine. Let's see, it can either use an action or second.
It takes 3 psychic damage, and the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn, it must subtract 1d4.
That's fine.
Shoot a fireball.
Do it.
Shoot a fireball arrow like right over here.
Oh no.
Blow yourself.
Okay. Now the horn of the head of the creature comes out of the ground.
And tries to stab me.
Yep. It tries to gore you. 14 to hit.
That's a miss.
So you guys now make your attack rolls.
Let's see.
Does it toss me in the air like 5 feet away from it so I'm not in melee?
No.
You're gonna have to wait. So I just for the attack roll it was a 7. At disadvantage.
It's okay, so did I.
And for the spell that's a 7 on a cantrip.
Okay, so you're good without having to roll that, but so 7 to hit, that misses.
16?
That hits.
Cool.
18.
That hits.
6 piercing.
Okay.
I'm assuming that I'm like right on top of it. Or
You're
just-
right next to it.
Okay.
10 piercing and a con save.
What if it gave you like 7 inches a little bit?
No.
16.
It makes it.
Now then, the tail comes out
Shit.
and attempts to hit. 27 to hit.
Nah.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
At least you're the one making the saving throws and not me.
It's a lot of things.
Mm.
15 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm almost certain that's a failure.
Yeah.
What's your con save? Oof.
Oh yeah, that's a
It
failure.
is almost as low as it can possibly go.
We got.
4.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Go ahead and get.
That's a
Right
lot
there.
of ones.
I don't like the fact that there's still the lot in that situation.
It's still 20 of them.
21 is still 20.
Hey, I kind of need my druid levels now.
Okay, so,
Like, be able to play bonus action and heal myself. That'd be nice.
Oh, you need a bonus action heal.
take 14 poison damage.
Ooh.
And that's with a lot of ones.
How you looking?
Basil is bloody.
Mm.
Dang, you're up.
Cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Very helpful.
Right.
Sword?
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, almost within range. Yeah, I'll take my other 2 daggers and throw them.
Oh, you don't want to just bonus action pull and then throw?
Well, yeah, I am gonna bonus action to get my good dagger back.
Okay.
And so then first attack with that one. That's at 19.
That hits.
Oop, reroll that one. Same fucking thing. So 7 piercing and a con save.
That's probably going to pass, even with the negatives on the forward.
Oh yeah.
18?
Yeah, it's fine. And then
I rolled a 4 on that negative, by the way. If that'll tell you something.
15.
That'll tell you something.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know we just brought you back, but we're gonna kill you all now.
15?
To hit,
Yes.
just hits.
Cool. So
I'm
that's
really glad I
just
took
a
that
regular
short rest.
dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Basil would be unconscious if he didn't.
Yeah.
I'm glad I used 3 of my healing die.
5 piercing. And that's my actions.
Basil, you're up.
Sand's got bones in it. Basil's going to toss the longbow out towards just in between Psycho and Adang. And first, I'll go ahead and get these ready. I'm going to Hunter's Market. Hey, that's a 16. I passed. And then he gonna stab it with a Schwat Swat.
Okay.
It has been damaged.
That's,
Yes.
that's a lot of markers right there.
Yeah, Basil's bloodied and concentrating, and like he's got a mark. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Hey, sweet.
15 just.
1, 9, 13 piercing damage. And then he's gonna stab it again. Shit. It is every time I get it right. Yeah. 19 on the die, so that's going to be an additional 11 piercing damage.
Psycho, you're up.
Thank you. Listen, man, I actually don't. I weigh 185 pounds. I just
Gonna
carry
cast
a lot of shit.
Frostbite on it, or attempt to at least.
Okay.
It's a con save.
Wait,
Okay.
how much?
Hmm?
Wait, how much?
185.
That's how much Onion weighs with the equipment.
That's without the equipment. Oh wait, I need to adjust his weight too because he got 2 inches
21.
taller.
And he passes, and that's a 1 on a
The
cantrip.
So do I take any damage or anything?
No, because my con's 14.
So give me that D100.
Hey Fritz, I know we just left, but
Okay, so it's 7, 0, and then a 0. So is that a 7?
70.
70. Good thing you guys aren't close to me.
They're close enough,
I'm
and
20
I am
feet away from
potentially.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, how many creatures do we have out there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 unless you want to count Lowbuckle, which is like 90 feet away.
So 7 total?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Everyone is transported to the plains of hell.
Hey guys, look what I saw!
Give each creature a number.
1.
1, 2, 3, 4. Labaco's 5. And then me is 6.
And then
And it'll be 7, so
Yeah.
8 is reroll.
Ready? 7.
the creature. Cool.
Unless it's healing it, and then fuck.
Disappears.
Disappear.
No! Wait.
It's still Hunter's marked, correct?
Yep. That just gives me advantage on tracking it.
Put that in its place.
No!
Fuck!
God dang it.
That means all of its attacks have advantage on me now.
All of our attacks have disadvantage.
Mint can actually help cancel that out. Because Mint can still aid you, because Mint has blind sight.
Lobockel's turn.
Within 10 feet, right?
Lobockel is going to sit back and wait. Onion, you're up. You have nothing in front of you.
Hmm. Okay. Luckily, I know where that thing was, and weapon attacks don't have the you need to see.
Very correct. You just have disadvantage.
Okay. So,
Hey, now we all attack the same way you do.
Yeah. I'm not alone.
Mint is going to perch itself on Onion,
Okay.
and then Onion is going to move. 20,
35 feet away.
about right here. I'm trying to get within 20 feet of it. Because the Shadow Blade has the Throne property.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Roll a nat 1 and say that you want inspiration.
So, Mint is going to, well,
Minus 10 feet, don't it?
it used 25 of its movement to get to me.
So it has 5. How much movement does it have?
I think it has a flight speed of 40. Let me check. No, it's flight speed of 60.
Oh,
Nice.
So he's fine.
So Mint is going to try to assist me by sort of flying where it can detect the creature.
Okay.
So somewhere around a little bit about 10 feet away.
So now
Which means this will be a normal roll in that case?
No.
No?
still disadvantage.
Still disadvantage. Because even though Mint can see it, and Mint can fly around it, you're still flailing at nothing. Because it's the same. It's one thing if the creature is being so Mint distracting the creature is one thing, but the fact you still can't see it, it still has the
Invisible.
invisibility.
Because
part.
I think it's an action to see through mints. Or something like that. So you
Yeah.
won't be able to attack.
Which would not be able to help in
Yeah.
this situation because that would deplete my ability. To do it.
Because it's the same concept of Mint's flying in the general vicinity of where it was. Well, that's the same thing of you saying, well, I know the general vicinity, I'm just going to throw a dagger at it.
Fair enough.
I keep
Now, if it moves and Mint moves with it, that still gives you still have disadvantage, but you know that it's moved. That's the difference.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So,
So we'll just use Mint like that.
okay.
Anyways, so I'm still gonna throw my Shadow Blade at it.
Okay.
That's a miss.
Okay.
And it disappears immediately after it's the ground.
Okay.
And then-
bonus action pull your hand or something like that.
Yeah, it's a bonus action to pull it back.
Nice.
That's not what I'm doing this turn though, because my bonus action is giving you 3 healing dice.
Thank you.
That's a 13 on an auto spell.
Okay.
You recover 4 HP.
Its turn. It gets
4 of that
advantage.
37 you took.
How's that feel?
It was like this.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There's a 1 before I took that away.
Gotcha.
It gets advantage on attacks.
I'm not bloodied now.
Fine, you will be.
Oh, yeah.
Are you shitting me?
It's okay. When the tail hits me, I'm still going to go down.
16 to hit?
Hits.
No.
I wear studded leather.
So because I'm already throwing at disadvantage, I'm still throwing at disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're just straight up disadvantage.
12
My brain
Bloodied again.
piercing as it bites you.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
my brain
And then
didn't
it's
work.
going to stinger you.
Mm-hmm.
There's also an advantage. Ooh, that's good.
I love magic.
22.
Hits. Con save.
Yep.
Hey,
13 piercing.
Mm-hmm.
What do we get?
Okay, so question. Do I just take half damage even if I pass?
Yes.
Then I'm down, no matter what.
He's not one.
I'm at 1.
Oh, sweet.
For the poison.
So
17 on my save.
if the poison reduces the target to 0,
No.
okay.
I was about to be able to tell you guys where he was.
As a reaction, body hitting the ground, the bone. Nobody gets to see it. That's the sad part because it's invisible.
Do they just see Basil slip into the sand?
They see Basil get picked up
Oh, nice.
off the ground for a
And
second.
then the body just...
Is it like a hole where he's been impaled or something?
And,
Is he bleeding where he's gotten possibly stabbed?
Nope.
also, is there a possibility for the poison to do a total of 52 damage? If there is, I still need damage to be rolled.
He did roll a 17 on
Yes.
on the con check.
There.
17 on my con save.
So it's half.
Okay.
No, there's no way that it can
Okay.
attack. I don't think. We'll roll it anyways. Just
Because it is one of those, like... Does Basil get outright murdered to death? If anything, you know Basil's mission, so somebody can carry it on.
Why are you putting your dice away?
Because I don't expect to get many saves.
Um,
And I have dice right here.
Mm.
These are my Ranger's dead die.
mhm.
so it was 13 poison.
Okay.
With the save.
I can at least get you back up.
So you see it first, like he picks up for a second, and then all of a sudden, into the ground.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
I had a way out of this, and I was about to use it. I was finally going to use my potion of Cassius form.
okay.
Oh, and
Okay.
So who's the next heaviest creature?
Me.
because Mint has blind sight, but we still want the invisible mini out there.
Uh,
I'm 180 plus
Mint has
180.
blind sight, but Mint can't see something that's burrowed under the ground. I don't think.
Really?
It depends on how you interpret the blind sight. Dragon's blind sight come from enhanced senses, so that depends on how you interpret.
So,
Oh no.
There's a difference between tremor sense, which is being able to sense things in the ground and under the ground. Blind sight is sensing things in that's just
Psycho just made the
invisible.
ultimate apex predator. Can dive and swim through the sand, completely invisible. You made the most terrifying thing.
I'm sorry. I do the terrible things when
So
I cast magic.
it's a Dane's turn.
Okay, well, so Dane is going
And
to.
you- I will give you this, Dane. You felt the earth tremor beside you.
Beside me?
Yeah.
Can I take off running?
So, bonus action, pulling the dagger back to me.
Okay.
And, like, was it moving past and now I don't feel it, or does it feel like it's
Yeah,
right
move-
next to me?
It moved past you and you don't feel it.
Okay. I'm gonna try this. So, which way did I feel like it went?
Going straight.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move until I'm feeling it again.
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
It's not moving right now, so it's one of those like
Okay.
in its movement you felt it move.
Right, okay.
So you got to take a wild guess of where you want to stop and
Right.
whether it's there. Or not.
So, right here,
You
Dane is going to be on the ground, praying to all the gods that Basil is within 5 feet of me
Okay.
and Dimension Door.
He can take one medium or smaller creature with him.
Within 5 feet of me.
You have to be grabbing them though.
And it doesn't say I have to see them. It just says I have to be within 5 feet of them.
Oh, nice.
That's what I was going to do before you disappeared.
That's amazing.
It's broken.
Yeah.
Not,
I love that
like,
dagger so much.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, I still have to roll on the
It's a waste
thing.
dagger.
So.
It's a
Yep.
waste dagger.
It
You
is a
didn't have
waste
to roll
dagger.
before.
Oh, I didn't have to roll. Right? Yeah, I did. I just,
It's just a.
Oh
It
yeah,
does a
it
lot
was
better.
that, but you could have just rolled one.
yeah, I think if I roll
I'm pulling up Dimension Door
yeah.
to like read fully.
Because I think you have to be holding me or like touching me in some way.
You teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot.
No, it just says the creature must be within 5 feet of it. Doesn't say you actually
You
touch
can
them.
bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity. That creature must be within 5 feet of you when you cast this spell.
Okay.
Okay,
Turns
so
out
the
I'm just
question
upright, okay.
is, can a unconscious creature be willing?
Right. That's where I wasn't sure before he disappeared. I was still going to try and.
Oh wow, that's an actual Google search that's already been
Of course it is.
It's a legitimate question.
D&D Beyond, or not D&D Beyond.
Sage advice?
What's this guy? It's one of the. I recognize the name and I can't.
Jeremy Crawford?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. His rulings are always very hit or miss.
only a willing creature can travel with you via Dimension Door. You can't give consent when you're unconscious.
It's like when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel like willingness of a spell and consent in that shit are separate, but
I mean, if you ever,
unconscious would definitely be.
if you ever watch, anybody though, it's like, hey, you coming with me? Okay. And then,
I thought I had a way. Like, if this would have worked, I thought I had a way to be able to do this and heal myself.
I mean, I got ways
The
to heal
fucking
you.
spell says that I can't cast spells. Gaseous form. I have a potion of gaseous form still. I didn't sell that to Fritz. What I was gonna do, if I was still conscious, was take that and just fucking bolt. All like 10 feet of it. Or sorry, 20 feet of flying.
Just go straight up.
I have to come out of it at some point. But I can't attack, interact with objects, or cast spells while in gaseous
Fly up.
form.
On descent.
Fair enough.
Okay, so one of the questions was. This gets into like a lot of convoluted
Yeah.
craziness. So like the next thing that somebody asked was, even though they're not, so if they're not willing, can I use them? The statement of can I
it's an
teleport
object.
an object? No, a creature that is unconscious is still a creature.
Yeah.
They are not an
They're not
object
considered
yet
an
because they're
object
not
until
a
they're a
corpse. That was
Just because of the hilarity of this, I'm okay with it.
Jesus. So
Not the unconscious teleporting.
Yeah.
But
I'm okay with Basil just
What happens if they're
fucking
your
disappearing.
buddy? They
eh,
could be willing all the time.
Yeah, we could. Let's say you don't have a living will.
Yeah.
I am willing.
no,
Our reading
you're
will
still
just says, "Get the
dimensioning
fuck out of
door.
this."
Well, I was gonna say, if knowing the ruling, that wouldn't be one of his choice.
Would a Dane know that?
Well, what he would be doing is taking his rapier and doing a stab down and just hoping.
Okay.
Hey,
Give me an
tackle a disadvantage.
Yep.
What's the percent chance that he just stabbed me?
Well, I've got that in my head.
Hey, it's not bad.
Let's see. This is my rapier. I said actions. That's a 24.
To hit?
Yeah.
With
I rolled a 17
disadvantage?
and I rolled a 17 and a 19.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so roll another d20. And this is to whether you hit Basil or not.
Oh! Well, we don't know. He could have chose low. I rolled a 1.
1 through 5 was hit Basil.
Oh yeah. Oh, that feels good. Basil gets to go to hell again.
You get saves.
Oh yeah.
Done. Okay.
Now watch me roll a nat 20.
Okay.
Want to do your extra attack?
I mean, there's no way to know what I stabbed.
You stabbed something, buddy.
Yeah, you feel something like
Well, I would have seen its blood with all the attacks.
I mean, we're seeing
Is it the
vitriol
same as-
off of it.
I mean,
Same color?
It's all red, so
Well, some things have green blood. And
yeah.
When I'm
It's all
not
You
red.
get stabbed in the same place.
Most vertebrates have red blood.
So
Yeah, popped it in.
Basil.
Well, I mean, he's got extra attack.
Nah.
He dive bomb with the rapier.
I need a death save.
Oh yeah. It's a success.
For now.
Psycho, you're up.
So close.
Turn into something that can bury.
A badger.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
They have a burrow speed. Shame you can't turn into a dire badger, which is a fucking thing.
That would be awesome. Okay.
Yeah, burrow
Yep.
5 foot. It's only 5 foot of burrowing though. So like, if I turn into this badger,
Yes.
can I? It has a move speed of 20 feet, so
Then you would have a move speed of 10.
so
And technically, you wouldn't be able to burrow at all, because all of your movement speed is halved.
yeah,
Well, so it'd be 2.
It halves
It'd be
rounding
like half
down.
of it.
it's not worth it right now.
So what are we doing?
Uh,
I think it got its snack, guys.
mm,
If it chews, it becomes incorporeal, though. And just,
yeah,
Depends on if
just
it's one of
gonna.
these that is a timer or not.
I'm just gonna chill over here because I'm in no shape to go anywhere or do anything. I'm sorry.
I love that we finally get Psycho up.
We didn't hit it, and it was moving away from us.
Yeah. Plus, there's no way I can make it.
Lovelock's turn. Onion, you're up.
I've got all the
Oh,
invisible rows here.
before Onion and before Lovelock's turn, I need another D8.
D8?
Yeah, Leslie, roll a D8. Because it's
Roll
her
a 1. Roll a 1.
That's a 3.
1, 2, 3.
That would be Onion.
Onion is now invisible.
Of course. It transfers.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Mint is
Next
confused
minute,
why I'm now
something comes-
transparent and glimmering.
This is amazing.
Here, in case any of you go invisible and you don't have a mini, there you go. I just grabbed the first invisible mini I could find.
I'm just collecting minis over here.
Now it's Onion's turn.
I mean,
If anything, my backup's ready. We're just fucking ready to go.
Not sure how we're gonna get them.
did you actually say that you hit anything, or does Onion even?
Yeah, I mean, I would have been like, I hit something
I
because
got
there's blood. Because I didn't stab anything with the rapier before, so there's blood on that rapier.
Fucking great. We just get Psycho back. If anything, the people with familial ties are still alive.
Does
Well,
Onion,
no, you're looking
does
for your
Onion
sister's
do
murderer.
that?
It's,
Looking for sister.
Oh,
Looking for brother. As a dad. I had a father-in-law.
Onion has been distressed enough over losing Psycho that yeah, they would.
Basil's been the friendliest to you.
as they stab the ground with this semi-corporeal dagger or short sword-ish thing. Has the properties of a dagger.
Oh, you can't do the.
The amount of death
Oh, I need
that
to.
Onion has seen
I
as
need
well.
No, no,
to
no.
I can get the thing back, but
The
I can't do any of my spells.
Crystal.
not the spells.
Damien.
The special
Catherine.
ability you have where like necrotic damage to one but healing to the other.
But
Do you
wait.
have to seed that one?
Oh wait, you're right.
Onion has seen at least 6 deaths.
No,
He saw
actually, it doesn't matter
Crystal
does
die.
it? Because
Crystal come back.
I have to choose which targets.
Damien, Avrin,
Do you
Charlie,
do you have to see
saw
it?
you die.
Hmm?
No,
Do
no,
you
he
have to
hadn't
see
seen
them?
you die. He just knows that you've died.
Or is it aura? That's what I was asking.
What's the spell?
Each creature of your choice in the area must make a Constitution saving throw.
So you have to see them.
What's the name of the spell?
Wither and Bloom
It's the ability.
does not specify that I have to see. Does not specify that I have to see which one I choose to use the hit die ability either, and I get to choose which creatures are affected by the negative effect. It's a little bit weak for a level 2 spell, but
This is fucking clutch if it works.
and it is a 10-foot radius sphere, so 20-foot diameter.
Mm-hmm.
At a point within range, each creature of your choice in that area must make a con saving throw.
Which I'm pretty sure that myself is a point within my range.
So all of you have to make a con saving throw.
No,
Yeah.
each creature of my choice.
The ones of choice have to not get.
And since I think this creature is here, I'm going to name that creature. And since that thing has Basil, I'm going to name Basil as the healer, as the heal target.
Okay.
Because I do not need to see them, at least
Okay.
by the wording of the spell.
Okay.
This is a broken game today.
No, no,
No, no.
no. These are
Not
more
broken
like-
as in, like, this is just ridiculously
Okay,
overpowered. This
so
is
what's
broken, like,
the
this is-
what is it? Is it a con save?
It is a Constitution DC 15. Alright, and let's roll
Oh, I
that.
rolled low. That's good.
Yeah, you only rolled a 10.
It's a 12.
So it fails, and it must take 2d6 necrotic.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and roll that wild magic.
Oh, this could be fun.
Okay, so the heal comes off first.
Yes.
The heal goes off first.
The heal and the damage go off first.
So it takes 7 necrotic damage.
I roll
You-
a hit dice.
You get to roll a hit die to recover
Nice.
8 HP.
And is it that plus your con,
Wait.
or...
You rolled a
Uh,
D10.
Oh, shit. That's right. This is about to get a lot worse.
No.
Well,
I get
to the roll
con.
plus
yeah.
no equal to the roll plus my spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
So you rolled an 8.
No, I rolled
Yeah.
a 3 because
It-
I rolled a d8 thinking druid.
Oh. 3. So 3 plus 4 is 7. You gain 7 HP
That's close.
and 16 on wild magic.
16.
Not 16 for the spell effect. I rolled a 9 for if it got wild magic. 16 on the D100.
Here should be
Oh.
Oh. Shit.
16.
This is so fucking cursed.
All your allies within 10 feet of you gain all HP back.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That'd be fucking great.
What
His face.
what strange hell have I unleashed?
For the next minute, your allies that are within 30 feet of you
Uh-huh.
gain 5 temporary HP that reset back to 5 at the start of each of their own turns.
It's 10 HP, it's not actual HP, so it won't heal me if I go back down.
Right. So here's
Still.
ready for the fun part. You are alive now.
Mhm.
You are awake.
Mhm.
You are conscious.
I'm breathing in sand.
You are paralyzed.
Some poison.
Yes. Any of the people that ready? I didn't mention it because he was out earlier, and it makes no difference when he's out. If the target hits 0 HP, the target is stable, but poisoned and paralyzed for 1 hour.
So then,
So when you stabbed him, you unstabilized him. Thus, he had to start making death saves again.
So it brought me to 0, stabilized me, which it doesn't heal you.
It just
It just makes you stop taking death saves. You gave me 2 death saves.
And then I just
because he was at 0.
And then I got healed to 7.
so now he's not making death saves anymore.
Right.
I have... Well, that's Onion's turn, so it's about to be its turn. Because it's at the start of each of our turns, and we gain the 5.
Yeah.
I don't know why I looked at you for the wild magic. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm at 7 still.
+5.
But it felt...
well, the +5 happens immediately after the magic effect,
Okay.
and then it resets to +5.
At the start of your turn. So, like, if you took damage
Yeah.
that took the 5 temp HP away,
There's a
at the start of
temporary
your turn, you get the 5 HP back.
Because temporary HP doesn't stack. If
Yeah.
you gain more temporary HP, it replaces. It doesn't add.
Oh, okay.
So,
That changes a lot of a build that I had in mind.
its turn.
Does it know that I'm...
It doesn't care because
I'm paralyzed.
It knows for a fact that the poison worked and that you're paralyzed. Because it continues its movement.
Oh, fuck, man. And it's got dash.
You have absolutely no chance of catching up to this thing.
Especially since there's no telling if it's still invisible or not.
Okay. You all feel Dane and Onion feel the earth movement from underneath.
So fun, man.
And the actual thing that it does is if it can get somebody paralyzed and trapped
It
in
just
the
takes it
thing,
and goes.
it takes it and goes because that's food.
Let's go ahead and...
And what it actually went for to begin with was it sensed it has tremor sense. It used the tremor sense and noticed that there were 2 people next to each other, and it can carry 2 medium creatures at once. So it was
You're
attempting.
fucking welcome.
Yeah, it was attempting to get both of them, and then it took whatever. And since it was in the middle of all of you at the time, it took whoever was heaviest, which means most food.
Yeah.
Go ahead and write the spell in. That way you have every information for the sheet. Or you
So-
decide to hold on to it forever.
Dane, your turn. You don't know how much it moved. You don't know where it moved. You just know it moved. And this decision is whether we continue combat or not. Like this round.
Check. Spellcasting.
Because it will burrow back to its lair.
Burrow down.
Don't know
Wherever
where
it
the lair
is. And Bezel has the only spell that could actually figure out exactly where anybody would be.
Yeah, that hunter's mark. I was.
Not just that, I have
Yeah.
a spell called Locate Animals and Plants.
Oh yeah.
I can name or describe a creature, and I can tell where it is within 5 miles. Death is an open door. Dimension door.
How far did you go?
75-ish.
Was that you just dashing or?
No. It's dimension door.
Okay.
Roll.
Yep. Okay.
He's dimensioning door where he thinks they went.
Okay.
Can I hold an action or do an action surge and hold that?
Prepare an action is an action, so yes.
Okay.
What's your action? Okay, yeah.
So
This is a fun little game of hide and seek.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is.
For y'all.
I mean, this is my last ditch ever is to hold until I feel it, not immediately stab down because Basil was in front of it, but try and stab towards the back of it if I feel it coming.
Basil is paralyzed.
I'm not bleeding.
Should I make a
anymore.
con saving throw to see if I can breathe inside the sand?
Psycho.
Still staying here.
Trying to breathe inside?
D8 Psycho.
This is how we find out if it stays invisible or not.
So,
We don't know.
yeah,
Onion.
Onion is still invisible.
Lobach's turn. Onion's turn.
I would like to roll to have a mental breakdown.
Give me
I don't like
a
the
wisdom.
I don't like the ways.
I don't really know what the mechanics of this are, but whatever.
I actually do because this is an old. That is actually a thing from second edition.
It's like a madness
Really?
table.
Yeah, there's a madness table in second edition that if you start going down it, losing your wisdom, there's you can start having delusions of like, and it gets to the point. I had a character on the madness table that like I was paranoid that everyone was out to kill me. So I had no.
Oh.
So I actually had
It's
to
a wisdom
play as a
saving
character that like everybody, even your teammates are out to kill you. So it is no, don't get behind me. You can go ahead.
D&D 5e. Wiki.com madness table.
Yeah.
Why not?
Or you can have him roll a d100.
So that's a nat 20 for a 24.
Okay, so you're good.
Onion manages to remain calm somehow.
Onion never cared about Basil.
I'm pretty sure Basil was the only one Onion really cared about.
Holy shit. Dude, short term, long term, indefinite.
Yeah.
Oh no, like 3 separate tables.
Yeah.
I love this.
Damn it!
Resisting a madness effect, inducing effect usually requires a wisdom or charisma saving throw. See, I didn't even have to look it up. I remembered that it was a wisdom save.
If you'd chosen charisma, that would have been a 27.
Yeah.
Madness by charisma is usually natural effect, so.
Not always. Say you saw like an example of madness via charisma effect is your character has always been super charismatic like a bard, and acid gets splashed on their face.
Ooh.
Permanent disfiguring.
It's a permanent disfiguration, so like they might go into slight madness for charisma based. The madness table was brought in by Ravenloft.
well,
Well, I
there's
mean,
a
there was
small,
more of it in the DMG. but I
yeah,
remember
there's a
it wasn't very
small
good.
madness table in the DMG.
Yeah, well, the
But it
original
works like levels of exhaustion.
the original second edition madness table was
Introduced in Ravenloft?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't know if it got introduced in Van Richten's guide.
I don't know. Its turn. You barely feel the movement under your feet.
That means it's going down.
Not necessarily.
Or just being careful.
No.
Oh.
I will explain.
Oh,
Uh,
bearing off and outside.
no.
Sorry.
It's a large creature.
Mhm.
It's bigger than a Dane. But it also leaves like a trimmer around its area,
Mhm.
much like base of a car. You
Mhm.
can hear it / feel it further away. So if you weren't directly underneath it or directly on top of it, it will feel lesser tremors than being like directly on top of it. So it's one of those, he might be directly behind it, to the left, to the right, like
That's what I
So
meant
I
by
can't tell.
this.
you're just outside of the fact that you felt it start moving.
But so I'm feeling it move, but I'm not feeling it moving towards me.
No.
In that case, he would turn around and try and.
Okay, go for that. I'm gonna give you that chance to. What we got?
Do you want inspiration?
No.
You sure?
Got a
But I rolled a 1 and a 20.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
that hurt.
Wonderful
That hurts.
disadvantage. So it is now Edane's turn. What are you doing?
I love this chaos.
We have a general.
As the
I know what
it
its
sucks.
movement speed is.
Yeah.
So
What would a Dane do?
Well, Dan was estimating from when he saw it to when it popped up. Guessing.
Always try again. You have a somewhat general idea where it is.
Yeah.
As a character, this is horrible. As a player, I'm having a blast.
you don't worry about moving your character.
Yeah.
I just need to know: are you still going in the same direction, and how far?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Doing the same holding.
Skipping Basil. Skipping Psycho. D8 Psycho.
Oh, this will be fun.
5.
Mitt was 4. Psycho was
5.
No, Lobaka was 5.
Yeah.
No, it was 5.
Five.
Labaka was 6. And then it was 7.
I went
Yeah.
around the table. I said 1, 2,
Oh.
3, 4.
I thought you said
Wait,
Mitt was
no.
1.
1, 2,
4,
3, 4.
5, and then
So
6.
you're invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Onion becomes visible.
Cool.
I have my
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
invisible
Psycho
miniature.
becomes
I'm still collecting, yo. Slowly but surely netting these.
Lovalcal's turn. Onion.
Falls to their knees and doesn't really do much else. As Mint
It's turn.
tries to comfort.
Slight shoulder rub.
A day. You feel nothing.
Bye, Basil.
So then at that point, the Dane's going to fall to his knees with the dagger and just start fucking like.
Having an angry fit.
Yes.
Ready?
Yep.
So this is the actual, like, what it says this thing does. It can wait for weeks in hibernation, waiting for footsteps. Once it feels the footsteps, it knows that fresh meals are nearby. And then it can choose to whether move towards them or to just wait, because those bones stick out of the sand. And it becomes like a Venus flytrap. But because you were just doing circles, it knew that you weren't coming towards it. So it started to come towards you.
Gotcha.
To guard against lean weeks, the worm stores excess prey in subterranean layers. They're not above eating carrion if fresh meat isn't available.
So Onion was not safe.
And when outmatched in a fight, they retreat to their layers with their paralyzed prey.
So, just word of warning: be careful when Onion rolls the d12 for encounters.
I rolled that.
I killed Simon.
I killed you. Okay.
You killed me.
Yes.
Onion will kill you.
So yeah. Basil is
There you go.
Gone forever.
no more.
We have no
I
body.
get my second most favorite magic item in the game. Gone.
So after a day's trying to feel, he will come back and pick up Basil's bow that he threw down.
Oh yeah. At least you have a token.
That he's sitting here crying over. Yeah.
Manage.
Were you wearing all of your shit?
Yep.
Like, had your backpack and everything?
Yeah, I would have had the backpack because that's where I keep my potions and stuff.
I was just wondering if your book and stuff like that was still.
Oh yeah, that would.
That's what I was wondering.
No. So
'Cause
the
you're short
guide, I made the deal with Lowbuckle that if I'm not using it, he can read it. So Lowbuckle would have Lady Elwyn's guide to potions and herbs.
Yeah, he still has it. Because you'd loaned it to him for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had to use it at the town on
Yeah.
the last night, but anytime we would stop and rest, if I wasn't actively using it, Lowbuckle had it.
It's okay. Basil got to leave with his golden locket of Venora that had a hand-painted portrait of his wife and kids.
Oh.
He also took the Red Dragon animal hit list.
Oh, damn it. I had a backup character that would have been really, really good with Basil.
I have a backup character that may mesh with everybody.
Combat is over. Lowbuckle reappears.
Onion kind of gives him a death flare.
I need another D8.
It's me again.
Okay. Psycho is nowhere to be found.
Again.
No, it's easy to find Psycho because you see this little
D8.
of water.
D8. Psycho.
3.
Okay.
Onion
wait.
disappears, and Psycho reappears.
Sorry.
Sorry, I was reading what my character could possibly do when he loses a comrade, but all it says is I'm horribly, horribly awkward in social situations.
Damn
D8.
straight you are.
3.
3. Uninsured.
There's some slight shifting in the sand as Onion stands up.
D8.
7.
It's invisible
The
again.
creature
D8.
4.
meant.
And now
You
everybody
explode.
becomes visible, and we're done with that. And your static electricity is gone too.
Onion. There we go.
So what do we do?
Crying? streaming, resting.
Yeah, kind of crying and staying right there for the moment.
You get your long rest.
Basil gets the longest rest of all.
Basil finally gets to stay in hell where he belongs.
I do wonder what his canonical afterlife is.
Basil fully believes he's going to hell. And he kind of besmirched
Actually,
gods
before
towards the end.
before that night is over with, it would be one of those while you guys are getting ready to go to sleep. Lowbuckle will. So.
What?
I read your contract.
Yeah,
You know how screwed you are?
don't fucking care right now.
I would.
What's the catch?
So, like, it's not just you, it's your whole group.
Oh no.
What is it?
So, like, anytime you die,
Yeah.
and you've not, so like, you've already died once, right?
Well, I died before. That's how I started the contract.
Right. So you've died, and the other one's died.
Mm,
So you don't have any more resurrections.
You just incurred another 10k gold for a body that's not there.
So I
meaning,
used.
so if I die,
Your
yeah,
body gets bound to her on your next death.
So what if somebody else dies?
If you want to go with, you have to wait till they die. You can pay for them to be resurrected again if they haven't been already.
What do I need to do? Besides waiting.
This is fucking great.
So you can summon her and like incur debt and more debt.
I'm already in the hole. Might as well just keep digging it.
But like, what's the point when he's not even here?
Homie, you got a diamond shovel.
She can bring him back. No matter what.
You get one. You get
Apparently, the body, with one death, the body will get bamfed to her, and then she can bring back for an extra, like, in this case, it's going to be closer towards 11,000 gold or more. Hey, Fritz, a long time no see.
Now this does bring up some questions about the stipulations. And this is me speaking, not about like, is it specifically the comrades that Edain had at the time of the contract?
So you went in that room with him. It's why I stay out the door.
Well, I suppose there's always the chance that I don't have a soul.
I used 3 hit die. Does that mean I recover on
Just
it?
for the wording on that contract.
Half of it.
When it got edited,
So
because there was the first,
Because
like,
I was
your
at
debt,
31.
then
when
there
I
was the
got
contract in
healed
place.
myself.
when
I
the
healed
contract
myself
got
off
put
of
in
the
place, Basil was
and I
already
used
outside.
3 hit die.
so
Basil was
long
outside
rest
of the
is
door
gonna
setting
be
up
half
camp
those
at that
hits.
time.
No. The first
You
contract
hit
was
long rest
with
than one.
Okay, so I thought that was here's the debt that you owe,
Wait,
no.
and then there was a contract put in
wait.
place
Does that
No,
mean
no.
that does that mean that she at any time could bring back
That's
what?
if you had
What's his face and charges for it?
now. That is a very good question. Did Chauncey have to come back?
Well, not because that's the thing is
Chauncey
Very
was an
likely-
ally.
It sounds like she has the choice of whether she revives them or not without our permission.
I mean, we don't know if that was from the original one or the second time she revised it.
Well, apparently it is from the original. Chauncey was there with the original. Chauncey would have been the second death,
But granted, we didn't ask.
and then Psycho would have been the third. But she can just choose to do it.
So he's the one that's enslaved as a goblin.
No, I fully believe that's what all those goblins are in her mansion. And her version of it are she
So,
resurrects them, forces it to be goblin, and they
And he like ruffles through his jacket for a second and brings out the stone with the leaf on it again.
What
Yeah,
is
if-
exceptionally
if
cool
you
and just
want.
keep stabbing them until they reincarnate into a goblin.
But as she stated earlier, you got one free one. I will let you know, like, she gets really, really irritable if you summon her multiple times, like, back to back. We haven't even had a day yet. She's gonna be pissed.
Yes, Father Trail.
But it's your
Just sleep on
choice.
it, buddy. Just sleep on it, buddy.
Well, I mean, we gotta let you have time to die first, so.
True. Because I'm still alive.
You're still alive at the moment for an hour.
You
Paralyzed.
don't know.
No.
You
This
were
is
So
paralyzed
if you-
for an hour. So
This
it's
So here's the thing, though. They don't know that I'm paralyzed.
true.
So if they go and say, Fritz, I need that free res, Chauncey comes back right now.
not necessarily.
I'd get Chauncey's sheet and have to play a comment.
Again, not necessarily.
Play a combo.
What would a Dane do in this moment right
Yeah.
Play
The
a
Dane would
combo
sleep.
with, play a
Okay,
combo
first-
with that martial sidekick.
So,
now? I'm okay with this.
furthermore, when you die your second time, or you die and are not paid for resurrection, all of your goods are forfeited to her to try to pay off your debt.
Mm-hmm.
If not, yeah.
Just brings you back and then makes you keep going.
Well, she might not bring you back in manner that like you remember you're being brought back.
I'm glad that I gave you
May
guys
use your
potions
soul.
of healing. I bought these
But
two
you have to
potions.
pay back your debt one way or another. And as stated beforehand, it's not just you. So, like, say you do die again, and she just collects your body. So, sorry for the rest of you. But, like, just collects your body. The debt is still in the rest of your names.
Ah. How much debt do you have right now?
Right now it's at like 9,500.
Does it have our names
83.
listed on there?
Oh, 83.
Do I?
Does it have our names listed on there?
I'm
No.
okay with this.
Party of the Dane.
No. There are descriptions and like some weird glyphs attached to the descriptions. I can't read the glyphs. I'm guessing that's you or something else. Yours looks funny.
Hmm.
Like really funny. Theirs looks like it's got like this weird glyph that's in common for both of them and for Basil and there's another name here that or person.
If it helps on your decision, you heard Basil exclaim in the city before you guys left while talking to Lobopple,
That's because
I have to figure out how to make this before I die to right my sins.
Mm.
And Lobopple confirmed what he wanted to make already exists.
No, that
It's
doesn't.
really difficult to procure.
That doesn't help.
So like I'm guessing one of these glyphs says human.
What's she now?
What?
Because there's only 2 people that know my name. And they're both right here.
Well, like, it doesn't have to be name.
Mm-hmm.
There.
It could be, you know, a full description of the person with the gods. There's lots of craziness. That's what I'm saying. I don't think these are names. I think these are like something else.
Something that ties it to.
Mm-hmm.
But I find it odd. There's five beings. Who's the fifth?
He did.
Chauncey.
He's no
Don't worry
longer-
about him.
Yeah, he's no longer associated.
Oh, so your debt might actually have been less than you thought.
Because his belongings would have paid for it.
If there were any left.
I mean, everything
got kind of-
vaporized.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's a shame. Because if he had stuff, and the body was left,
Right? Wasn't some of his clothing left behind?
Yeah, I think that was all that was left.
None of the inventory there.
He was also a pickpocket beforehand, so it wasn't like rich kid either. So it would have been good.
hmm. Okay. Yeah. So, like his description, like I said, they're descriptions. They're not names. So, like his description, it's like blue cloak,
That's Chauncey.
poor, fat.
Yeah.
Probably something along the lines of evil in there.
It doesn't say evil. It says misguided.
It was.
That's a nice way to put it. That you can't read mine.
Well, no, I can read the fact. Like, there's some of it that I can read. Like yours says,
Flower child.
it's like flower petals, smells of blood in mouth.
The fuck you been eating, homie?
So you're not elvish?
You might not know Eladrin.
I'm an Eladrin.
But you're not an elf?
Yes and no. There's layers to that. Like an onion.
This onion.
Okay.
I'm glad you guys can be so joking
But it-
right now.
It says some other things.
And I see it.
Yeah. And he hands you like, so, do you read Bellis?
Oh,
No.
I do.
You would know this.
And then at the and it is like he points to the and what he hands you has a good chunk of a scroll at the top, and like he's at the very bottom of it, and like he points where it's at,
Onion is going to kind of be doing sort of a mental game.
and
This is where Sharon or Edain. I trust Edain more than Lobakul, so if Lobakul knows something, Edain knowing something might actually benefit me.
but he's reading like he points out where the wording is, and you can, even though you don't understand it, you can tell that there is another language right next to it.
I'm gonna motion Edain over to see. Like, there's nothing that he is not saying.
Okay.
Is there any?
Go ahead and read it, the part they're pointing at.
So it is like odd descriptions of
Yeah.
your party. The description of Onion, it says non-elf, elf.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Ladrin.
Dead. Dead.
Dead?
Dead? It
What? Dead?
says dead here.
Are you dead? You look pretty alive to me.
That would explain the whole blood and mouth description as well.
Well, I
didn't
bring
wanna
my
say
big
it.
I bring my big brain into this. Would I know something from all the books I've read?
Give me a let's go with a Arcana check.
Can I get in on that?
Sure.
I think it might be time to
8 plus 7.
8 plus 7?
Yeah.
15.
That's a 15.
That's 24.
24. So with a 15, you know that there are undead of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
There's tons of undead. And there's a long list of undead, so it could be anything. With a 24, you could probably narrow down the fact that he's not zombie, he's not skeleton, he's not a mummy.
So you're
Uh,
You're
undead?
a strange vampire because you're in
You're-
sunlight.
Okay. I
he might be a lich.
think we need to talk.
It'd be an awkward lich, but might be one.
Mm.
All I can think is undead. Undead. There's a long list.
It's a little narrower than that.
mm-hmm.
Because obviously, corporeal and uses the brain. So that knocks out like half of them,
Mm-hmm.
3/4 of them. So then it brings it down to a narrow.
I'm just gonna open their mouth and point to the fangs.
Vampire?
That narrows it down to 2. Vampires. And then
Muse.
What are those?
Huh?
It's that thing that inspires you to draw and
You're not here. You're not allowed to speak.
You're not a vampire?
No.
No.
Not really.
I took my guess. I
Several
was wrong.
Hmm.
And he pulls out a book and like starts to write.
Oh, let's go.
An Onion is going to start laying out the story. Several years ago, there was an Eladrin couple who fell in love. They were blessed with the gift of children. But while the mother was pregnant, they upset a powerful being. This being cursed the mother and her children with an assurance of death. The father, stricken with the terror of losing his family, went to a dryad healer to try to undo the curse, but it was too powerful. So instead, the dryad forced the curse to be attached to the children so that the mother might survive. This had the inverse effect. The children were born in a state somewhere between life and undeath, resembling to a very large degree vampire muses. Eladrin vampires who were not necessarily evil, but like all fed on blood and had parasitic relationships with artists is what they were known for. The children, being half undead monsters, did not allow the mother to survive the birth. So in an effort to save the mother, the children were the only ones who lived, and only to somewhat of a degree. Those children were Saffron Fang and Onion Fang, the first and second muses of the Masterless Forest.
Well, then that would definitely explain why we're looking for something.
Because a vampiric Eladrin in this world
So see, you're like one of two that exist. That's it.
Beyond that, we're targets. Adventurers are known for slaying undead, are they not?
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
And humans in this world do not seem to like elves.
It's also true.
Mm-hmm.
So, I need to find my brother and get him home.
Well, I appreciate you, sharing your vulnerability of this story and entrusting it to us. Um,
I wanted to share with Basil first.
Fortunately, he's dead now.
maybe only temporarily.
Oh.
That's up to you. I'm not paying for that. I'm not going in
Really, the only thing I don't look forward to is the conversation. So that's why I want to sleep on it.
there. I mean, 3 hours and 9 hours or 12 hours. That's still. It's gonna be bad.
I expect so.
I mean, I've been known for her to like almost rip people's heads off if they come back like 5 times in like a 4-week period.
Well, luckily, this is only twice.
In less than 24 hours.
Yes, well, we're in the fucking wastes.
Is there a time limit on this?
Well, I'm not.
Bringing him out.
Knowing her, no.
She could just do it at any time.
Well, the difference is how much are you willing to incur in debt?
So the sooner the less?
It's very correct.
Because a true resurrection just needs, like, a speck
Yeah.
of them. And those are
Mm.
vivifying. Would be nice, except that we don't know anything about his death.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, the fact that she gets your body. I'm guessing you incur a charge for that too.
Not surprised at all.
Mm-mm.
So, there's a book I've read recently where it is basically believed that people come back and, they've lived past lives and things like that.
Right.
But they, like, socialize with other people, too. This is above board here.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, Adane and Nicola are of the same soul of debt.
Basil took on, or not Basil, Sieg took a lot of that.
Yeah.
Without your knowledge.
Right.
I find it funny that your characters always end up in debt, and Brian's characters
Basil was
always end up
debt-free.
dead.
Yeah. This is why we have, like, table separation.
There's a very distinct and it's not one of those that I like intentionally put those out. It's just how shit plays.
Yeah.
I don't have a common occurrence ever with my characters.
This is my first character with you guys.
So far, we've brought
Charlie
you
died
back.
permanently. You died.
Yeah.
We also brought back your character in Icefire Peak, selling all our
Fucking
magic.
welcome for that.
Oh my god. Apparently I have a thing of being revived constantly then.
Revived, permadead, debt.
Yeah, because they revived her character in Icefire
By
shortly
selling
after,
the Dragon Slayer
yeah,
also.
shortly after a dragon comes down and kills his
My
character. And this is the second time you've been drug away by the creature to be
Yes.
eaten later.
And with my character trying to chase down the fucking creature.
Third, my rogue that I played at the start of Tomb, drug away by the vines.
Oh, that's right.
The
How
reason
much
why
you
we
just
hate
crushed by the
plants.
vines?
You guys ran away because that character pushed you all out and said run. And it moves like a 5 foot, so like I would assume it's taking my bones.
Anyways,
bones.
Interesting.
And fourth time, character being dragged while dead or dying.
oh yeah.
Because I dragged C before he died.
Oh yeah.
I get drug and died.
Anyways, so where are we going? What do we do? We're gonna sleep on it.
I'll sleep on it. And then we'll sit around.
You get a long rest.
I think I remember that.
We get one charge back.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case.
Sucks on that die roll, doesn't it?
Well, I only used 2, so I mean.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not.
Nah, man. Those 11s and 12s on that die roll.
Oh, okay. So that poison, where I was like, oh, you got lucky. Like it was a bunch of 1s. It's 76 poison damage.
Yes.
I had out of the
could do
7
42.
die, there were only 2 that were not 1s, and it was a 5 and a 3.
Jeez.
That was the first time.
Yeah. Now the second one, there were no 1s whatsoever. It was that was
It was like, nah, you going down, motherfucker. A double total of 26.
27.
Oh.
Because it rounded down because of.
So, yeah.
Basil had a max of 51. That's why I asked, does it do 52? Because
Oh, no.
the poison hit, it was at 1.
Yeah, so
And
76.
I wasn't aware that it just put
Yeah.
you to 0. Because if it dealt 52,
So it wouldn't
just
have
been
it
dead,
wouldn't
dead.
have outright killed you.
No.
They could do a total of 42. Which is still fucking nuts.
Eating breakfast first thing in the morning, it's like packing everything up.
I'm
Who's
doing
gonna
that.
carry Basil's tent?
I'm doing
We
that.
all have the same tent.
Yeah, Basil's been the one carrying the tent.
Oh.
Somebody needs to add a 2-person tent to their inventory.
Yes, it's me.
Give her a call.
Really?
If we have a chance of getting Basil back, if she says fuck off, then we're no worse than where we're at now.
All the candy. It's your funeral.
Yes, a massive funeral piled full of coins.
You're welcome for that.
Come on, man.
I'm just playing stupid, man. Leave me out of this.
So he speaks the words again that you have heard him say before.
Yep.
A red door appears.
I'm gonna pull out the contract. Join the pain because walk in.
As you walk in, she's not there. Instead, there is the weird, gangly
Philip.
fellow. My help.
My short-statured friend that is staying outside and not coming in here informed me on this contract that should one of us die, their body comes to Fritz.
Yes.
We've lost one.
Rich body.
Open it up and I'll read the description of Basil that she had.
4 You just described fool.
Basil.
Oh. No, that was the number assigned to him was number 4.
No.
No.
There's 4 humans in the party.
That
It's not
The
differentiated.
4 bodies that she has that have that description.
I'll give a more detailed description of him.
Contract. Like, it is that.
Yeah.
So this is your first time to see this creature. The
Oh.
fingers are super elongated.
Was he not in there the last?
This is the first
No,
time you're getting the
it's a
full
different
description of it.
So it wasn't because there was another guy that came in. Was that the same one that came in, or was it a different fellow?
No, it was. So the outfit that it's wearing sort of doesn't fit. It seems like it's too short. The arms stick out. The hands are very thin with these extended fingers that have extra joints. So it is that awkward when it goes to reach for something. Could definitely like wrap around it. Yeah. And it's that gangly it is creepy watching as it like wraps around and
Be an
takes
Arcana check to see.
I was
if
actually
know
going to
what
ask
he
would
is.
I know anything about this type of creature.
you can make an Arcana check.
I mean, I'm not even going to if this thing doesn't have any sort of presence in the Feywild,
No, it does not.
so I don't know anything.
And it is.
No idea. Because it does have a human face. And it is a very stoic.
Actually, maybe my adventurer friends have described a creature like this. I'll roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
That's a. What is my Arcana? That -7 because the stupid thing I'm doing after that. That's a 13.
No. It takes the scroll and it starts to unfurl it, and it stops. And again, you watch as the finger like traces down the paper, and it when it gets to the wording, you see it take its fingers and like pinch at where the odd lettering that you couldn't read, so the non-vellus part, and he grabs it and pulls, and the lettering comes off of the parchment, and he eats it.
Oh,
And vomits out Basil.
that's fucked up. That is so fucked up.
That's creepy as fuck. I'm assuming that's slightly less creepy to Onion than the others. Still creepy as fuck, but
It's
And
like,
he spits out a thing.
Onion has to deal with things like
it's
hacks.
like vomiting up an owl pellet, but it's a full ass human.
And he sets it down on the table. And puts it back on the contract.
What is the thing on the table?
It's a glob of something that looks flesh-like.
Digested
hair.
flesh. Digested flesh.
Or at least digesting flesh.
I was inside of the thing.
And he
You were inside the creature when she pulled your body out. That thing must be very confused.
You must speak with her. And he turns
Onion never went in, by the way.
and walks like through the curtains,
Watching.
Yeah, Onion just kind of watching from the doorway.
and the curtain parts of it after you. It's an uncomfortable amount of time just in this.
Yeah.
Looking at this blob.
I get
Yeah.
massive Lurch vibes from that shop.
And as you are watching and sort of sitting with the blob, you notice that the blob is slowly expanding. And
Gas is burning. So.
the curtain parts again after about 15 minutes. And down comes
You have a giant
Fritz.
spider on you, by the way.
Where?
It's on your arm.
Get the fuck off me. Get the fuck off me, asshole.
I just saw it.
Thank you. It is no more. It died by 2 pounds of dice.
Sorry, I saw it and I was
No,
just
thank
like,
I don't fucking trust the spiders in Alabama, yo.
Mhm.
Don't trust caterpillars either.
Uh-uh.
What just happened?
I dropped a bag and apparently.
I know, but the TV, like, I just lost the TV.
Do you have?
So I don't know if our stream is still going. The computer
I
seems
can
like
check.
it's still going.
I'll check. Give me Twitch. Video. Twitch. Shinigami Tabris.
It means that thing went from all the way over there, around, and then on me.
Yeah, it's still up.
Yeah, we're up.
Cool.
Interesting. Yeah, kill me.
I did.
Yeah, not dealing with that echo.
I guess the TV's.
It's
Oh, it's
alive.
still alive.
Squish it again. Well,
It's twitching. It may not be alive.
Oh, there we go.
Arthropods don't die all at once. The different parts of them will die at different speeds.
There we
Have
go.
fun with that knowledge.
Okay, so the I guess the TV did an update because it is a smart TV.
no.
Anyways,
No, the TV also hates spiders.
yeah, that's so in comes Fritz.
And Dane's just sitting here like,
You ready for the tongue lashing?
Onion turns their back to this ordeal.
So it seems that you can't go a full day without needing me. What the hell happened this time?
Don't forget to mark off.
giant fucking lizard with bones.
I did.
And describe like what we
Okay,
saw.
so sandworms.
Yeah, it ate him. And I tried to fucking get him back. But it buried under the ground. And I couldn't do shit about it.
And she like leans over. Lobottle, did you inform them that they could do this? No.
Onion, still a little bit peeved that, Lobakle did nothing to help. Actually, yes, he did.
Someone's tail.
Correct, sir.
We'll talk later.
I'm literally hiding from this lady. I never went in there. I was just like, mm-mm.
So this one, and she like reaches over and grabs another like scroll and pulls it open, and she looks at it and looks at, and she leans looking out the door.
The fellow with the boat.
The ranger.
The ranger.
Shame. He could have done a lot of things. So, are we here to reclaim that?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Oh well. And she. And. She stops for a second and she goes, Lobakle, can they read it?
Yes, fine. No, thank you.
And he, one can. That saves you a little. So she then turns and in a language that none of you speak, says something. The creature comes back down the steps. And she says some other things, and he reaches over and grabs the expanding blob and starts to pull it. And as it pulls, out comes a hand, and he reaches back and grabs it again and pulls, and then a shoulder and a head.
So made like a pocket into that thing's stomach.
And he slowly pulls the body, and it's almost, when it finishes, the capsule unfurls on the last piece being part of his foot, and she looks down and goes, "Shame, I wanted those boots."
So
Meaning-
your butt.
Is he
That's
butt
like-
naked, or he's alive? He'll be alive, so he's not getting rid of him yet. Like, what am I seeing?
Oh no,
why I
he's
was wondering.
fully clothed,
Okay.
and
That's what I was wondering.
I was wondering how much stomach acid, like how much of the stuff got taken by stomach acid.
she goes, "So, you're incurring the full debt for this one?"
Whatever it takes.
It's Hellerack. You sure do like being in debt, don't you?
Oh, you didn't go in either?
No.
I'm sure Lowbuckle informed you that you're part of it as well.
Yeah, but I like making fun of him.
Not the brightest one, is she?
He.
It's
He.
them, they,
No, that one's thing.
all
That
of
one's
them, both of them out there.
What's great is that Psycho's the smartest one in the party.
What's your intelligence?
Mine?
Yeah.
Good question. 18.
Well,
So, we've got the typical 6,000. Your emergency situation. Second calling, right? That fee is 800. And possession of a body.
500.
Do you know how much it costs to teleport people here and there? It's not cheap. So, are we paying anything? Or is it all just debt without you?
how much was the pulling the body?
Do you really want to know?
Do you know how much I owe?
Well, your 16,800 gold for one body.
To hold one body is 16,800. I'm sitting at 15,100 from already.
No.
No.
That'll be resurrecting him. And you're summoning him.
Shit. Okay.
So 10 to about 10.
So it was 10,000 to summon. So you're sitting at 25,100 total on your debt.
Go.
A weird voice says in the back of your head.
So, we're going to attempt
The
to
weird
resurrect
voice of math.
Did you say 25,100?
No way can know it.
All I have is 40 gold on me at the moment, so
We
I'll
didn't
take
get
his
to
boots.
let's ask him.
Shit.
They're the party's boots.
She pulls another scroll and starts to do the incantation. I need a D100. From the big man.
$67.
The scroll disappears from her hand. She sits there, and looks at it, pokes you. That's a shame. 6,000 gold down the drain for you. No returns. So, about those boots.
Wait, so he's like permadead now?
Why don't you
Can we
just
try again?
Another 6,000 gold.
This is only 6.
Yeah, heavy game.
You understand, like, you're taking this into, like, the debt so big, we have to do an epic level campaign.
you're gambling right now.
Isn't any life worth gambling for?
So, why can't you just let it go?
Well, obviously, I care for him. And he has a mission on his own.
Well,
But you guys heard that his business is finished.
You never said my business is finished.
No, like, I have to figure out how to make this. Well, Buckle confirms, like, oh, it already exists.
But we took it as you personally making it.
Oh, okay.
And the fact that you
Misunderstood.
that and the fact that you said you needed to get back with it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't remember saying that.
yeah.
I'll put it this way. I'm going to save you 6,000 gold. As much as I would love to collect more from you. Because you might make a fun creature later. Anyways. My spells very, very seldom fail. Which means either the gods held on to him, or he chose not to come back. And if the gods have him, well, we could take him back. But I'm definitely throwing you under the bus of that. Because whichever god wants to hold on to him is definitely not going to be happy.
God or devil, this may possibly be.
We had some.
Nope.
We had some sent to hell's complications.
Most devils don't keep a soul from coming back.
Well,
It's possible, maybe. But I'd go with more divinity than I would anything else, because, well, divinity likes to have their way. Unfortunately. So, your choice. I can try, but I'm going to give you a warning. It probably doesn't seem likely, because even if I try a second time, the divinity's holding on to him if that's what's going on. Still not gonna let go. Might take 3 or 4 of those before he finally does make his way here.
so what's on your body?
Inventory. 1 boots of spider climbing. A potion of gaseous form. 19 standard arrows, bedroll, dagger, herbalism kit, 2 hunting traps. You have the longbow. Mess kit. It would be 22 days worth of rations. 50-foot rope, short sword, studded leather. No two-person tent. Tinderbox, 17 torches, water skin. Wolfskin cloak. A fireball arrow. 2 elven arrows. The Venora locket is on a 10 gold piece necklace.
open up that locket, see what's there. Because I don't think you've ever like shown it to us. You just talked about
Nobody ever asked about it.
it. Right. Close that. Leave it alone.
Nobody ever asked why Nature Boy has a locket of the goddess of love and beauty.
So you can keep everything but the arrows and the rations.
I get the boots.
And a potion.
She motions for the creature, and he walks over,
There's 2 element arrows too. Right?
Because I gave 3 of them to Onion.
and he grabs Basil's skull.
I need you to be fucking gentle with him. He was a friend.
And the hand, it is that awkward, like, again, because of the triple
He's
jointedness.
grabbing the skull because his
It-
hand fits around it.
yeah,
He's
it
palming
goes
his
fully
head like a
around.
basketball.
Fun.
And he looks at you and looks at her and then pulls. And you watch as somehow the body starts to separate from all of the items. And he holds. Again, the creature is taller than.
Right.
He holds the body up, and all that's left are all the magical items on the cabinet. And then and the mouth starts to dislocate.
It's so fucked
It's a
up.
good thing Onion is looking away.
Starts to swallow and push.
Yeah, no, Dane's not gonna look at that one. Yeah, it's-
And his jaw, flesh tongue flops out.
Yeah.
And she now Fritz pulls the 3 magical items. The boots, the potion, and the arrow. And she these are mine.
The arrows, man. The rest.
You have his longbow too.
Yes, I've got that.
Fine, fine. We'll take those. So,
Uncommon.